Jasmin, thank you for coming down and being on the podcast again.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited because
Cool.
you're always such a pleasure to conversate with.
Thank you.
That's one of the reasons why I came. It's because I just love talking to you.
Thanks. I love talking to you too.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of hanging out on the couch over there, and your personality is so funny. And this is one thing that I admire about people who are not doing sort of the 9-to-5 route, because for me, I've been in the 9-to-5 forever and have been scared to do anything entrepreneurial and leaving the income. So that's why I have an admiration for people who do sort of their own thing. That is a big part of being creative and being able to be yourself, is not being restricted by your boss. What would your boss think?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so you have like a very unrestricted personality. And how long have you are a business owner, you do hair.
Yeah, I do a lot of things.
You do a lot of things?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to share what they are?
Yeah, okay. Actually, I will say this. I said this the last time we saw each other when we did our last podcast. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do when I grew up, but I knew one thing, that I wanted to wake up whenever I wanted to. Like I made this promise to myself when I think I was in high school or middle school, because school was at 7:30, which that's blasphemy. I feel like school should start at like 9:30
or 8:30
or
9.
actually I guess it gives parents
I hear what
the
you're saying.
timing. Yeah. So I guess that does work. But I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to wake up whenever I wanted.
When did you get this revelation?
Middle school or high school. And ironically, I actually love mornings. Like I actually like waking up early now. I think this is most people, but when I have to wake up early for like a meeting or a Zoom meeting or whatever, I can't get enough sleep and I wake up later. But when I don't have my alarm set, I wake up right on the dot, like 7:30, full of energy. So it's like when I have a restriction of when you have to wake up, like my body rejects it. My body like rebels and is like, no, we want to wake up when we want to wake up.
Do you feel like, I feel like you've always been a little bit rebellious. Has that been your understanding since you've been young, or is that
do you
not
think I come
even
across that way?
rebellious? Yeah, well, just like you're very much like your own person. You don't really care too much what other people think about you, and that's one reason why I wanted to have you on. Like you're a very strong, independent woman, and you seem that way in high school as well. Like fuck it, like this is what the situation is. I'm gonna make the best of it.
Well, thank you, but I actually read this the other day because I have to practice this every day. Care about people, but stop caring what people think. Because for me personally, people tell me that I sometimes come across like aloof in just the way that like I live my life on the outside, but on the inside, I'm constantly caring what people think.
No way. Okay.
Constantly, even with close friends, with my best friends, like I want the people around me to constantly be okay. But when I read that quote, I'm like, dude, I gotta practice this every day because it's gonna eat me alive if I'm constantly worrying about what people think. I don't want to be jaded. I want to always care about people because that's just my nature. That's just my heart. But that whole caring about what people think, God, I gotta like every single day.
That's interesting.
I have to remind myself.
I had the opposite perspective of you, but I hear what you're saying. So you care a lot about what other people are thinking of you because you want them to be okay. There's a quote or a saying rather that I heard that might be beneficial. It's have a thick skin, but a soft heart.
Thick skin, a soft heart. And that's the thing, like we come into this world so perfect, and then like society and other human beings hurt us.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it like I'm trying to think if like you twist those words around and then it's like
If you have soft skin and a thick heart, you don't want that. That's fucking
that's what I'm saying.
terrible.
But that's what life sometimes turns people into.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because you get hurt so much, you let things easily like get to you,
Yeah.
and then the things that really need to get to you, like you're blocked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of people for sure.
Yeah, and not this year, because this year just started. 2023 was the year for me personally of having those boundaries. Like in my personal life and work, I have to have those boundaries. Like if I want to get to different levels of my life or, find a relationship or whatever, I have to have, because nobody taught me to have boundaries. Nobody taught me to have boundaries, and it's okay to have them. Like nobody told me it was okay to say no.
Yeah.
People have the connotation of saying yes is like it's better.
Yeah.
But actually, if you are able to say no to the things that you don't want to do, that's actually better for everyone in the long run.
Yeah. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a brother.
You have a brother? I'm a only child.
Oh.
Yeah. But I always just like did whatever the fuck I wanted to do as an only child, so I don't have a problem telling people no.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to process that and comprehend. You being an only child, you didn't have a problem. You did whatever the fuck you wanted because you were an only child. Mm-hmm. I mean, I get the whole only child syndrome or whatever.
So it's like when you're an only child, your life revolves around you.
Yeah.
Your life revolves around you,
okay.
And you don't have to kind of take other people's thoughts and feelings into consideration. And so, yeah, that's kind of part of the, like, I guess the only child syndrome is you will see a commonality of very self-centered thinking because.
So it's true. Is it true?
The only child syndrome?
Yeah, no, the only child syndrome being like there's selfish, self-centered, because they did get all the attention.
Yeah, for sure.
For you at this point in your life and your age and everything, was that good or bad?
I believe it to be both. There's good and bad.
Yeah.
There's good and bad in it. So like in my past relationships, they would come up. Yeah, they would come up and I'm like, yeah, no, that's definitely true. I put myself, like, I'll go to bed when I want to go to bed. I'm not like waiting up for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, and I had to kind of be told that and have that made aware to me and then try to incorporate considering other people's schedules and things like that.
Life and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about the whole relationship part of being an only child.
Yeah.
Holy, like, I'm trying to think if I've dated someone who was an only child. I haven't. Every single person I've dated has had siblings.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing for the most part because like growing up as an only child, it's like yourself, you're only thinking about yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to learn to take other people's thoughts and lives into consideration. And if you are not privy to that, it could really leave you stranded because life is not like that.
No.
Life is about relationships and you have to take other people's
Exactly.
lives into consideration.
Because I would say until you're aware as an only child, the whole world revolves around you.
Yeah. You get you get your food.
Crazy. Yeah.
You don't have to share your toys.
You don't have to share.
You don't have to share. Mm-hmm.
Well, I never had to share because my brother's older and he's a boy. So there's nothing really that I could have had that I
Well, you had to share your parents' attention.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As an only child, you get all the attention.
Yep.
So in the relationship, it kind of comes across that way that you get all the attention.
Do you know attachment styles?
No. What are they?
Anxious, avoidant.
Oh, I heard those, yeah.
Do you know what you are?
No. What would you say I am?
Well, God.
What are you?
I'm anxious avoidant, which is in the books the hardest to overcome.
Anxious avoidant.
Yeah, I tell everyone that it feels like it feels like you're in quicksand. That's what it feels like. Is being anxious avoidant. That's what it yeah. But I feel like for you, because we're talking about you literally getting all the attention, I feel like that would make for a secure person in relationships.
Yeah. You have to have, I think, good parents to kind of like give you love and confidence. For me, it was cool because my parents were like there, but not there because they always had to work. So I had to like grow up kind of on the streets a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much were they there? Like what percentage of your childhood were they there?
50-50.
50-50. Okay.
Yeah, 50-50.
50-50 is better than
Yeah.
20, 0 to 12.
Yeah. They were there at 10. Like every day I always saw my parents.
They were there every day. Yeah, because you couldn't be alone in the house for up until maybe you were 12 maybe. They probably started leaving you alone when you were
12.
Because 12 is middle school, right?
12 was middle school, like 7th grade.
I was definitely alone in middle school.
Yeah.
That's when it like was starting.
Yeah. So I don't know what I am, but what would you think I am, just based off our conversation?
Okay, if I didn't know you were an only child.
And then you have to tell me what the style is, like what, like why do they define it?
Okay, I think and this is just my intuition telling me about your energy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little avoidance in you.
Avoidance. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. That's probably right, dead on.
I don't know about now because like we only started catching up for the last few hours. I don't know about now, but knowing you, when we were younger, and just the way your energy, avoidant. So
what does that mean though? Like I avoid things. So
they say that your attachment styles and different partners will bring out different styles, so it's not set. So your energy reads to me as avoidant or was avoidant because they say your attachment style comes from the parent that you wanted love from the most but didn't get. So if it was your mom or your dad, that's when your attachment started to grow. But
what are the attachment styles? Do you know them? I can look them
avoidant, anxious avoidant, and secure.
Avoidant, anxious avoidant, and secure.
Yeah.
Oh. Then what's the secure?
Secure is like my ex. My ex was definitely secure. He's Spanish, so I think that culture is very different from American culture. I think that culture is more nurturing with emotions.
Oh.
I don't think most American families grow up like that, especially.
Is there avoidant secure? Is that an attachment?
No. You should take the test.
Okay, I will. I'll let you know.
I think you might be secure now. Like your energy just feels like it would be more secure now in your relationship. But the reason why I think avoidant is because you came across as like non-committal in the past. Non-committal, that's how you came across. And like sticking through the mud of the mud of your partnership and your relationships. Like let's say you attracted an insecure girl in your 20s and she came to you 2-3 times a week with her insecurities. You come across to me as like, fuck this, and run.
Yeah.
That's how you felt to me.
Okay, I see.
I could be wrong.
That's totally true. And I think that's totally true. And being an only child, you're just so used to like dealing with your own shit that you
exactly
push away anything that is really not relevant. Even though your partner is relevant, if you're not totally committed to this partner, then you're gonna be like, bro, I'm like, and I'm still that way today.
What?
Yeah.
But That's the thing is, you're a man, and it's chemically, scientifically proven that male and female brains are like different. We're built so different. So whatever like your traumas and attachment styles, all that shit, on top of it is like you're a man and a woman comes to you with these emotions that you're like, what is this?
Yeah.
I don't know what this is because I don't deal with it. I'm not a woman. So on top of you being avoidant, then here comes your partner coming to you with these emotions that you've never had.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you?
And then it's also a different thing as that's how I really used to be, more immature and avoidant. But as we get older and we mature, you learn and you grow. And so that's why I'm like, is there like an avoidant secure? Because I
don't think so. No.
I spend the time with my partner to hear them out and understand what they're going through, because that's very important. I'm not just like, I don't want to hear it, but there comes to a point where I don't want to hear it, where it's just all the same shit. And then I'm just like, I can't fuck with this anymore.
What's your, just out of curiosity as a man, what's your threshold for that? Because you said right now, it starts to become the same shit. So what's your threshold for like, I will sit with you and your feelings until I won't? What's your threshold?
Yeah. What is the threshold? It depends on who I'm talking to. If we're talking about just like relationships and it's, say a family member and they're trying to get better, I will just be there until I can like hear them out and almost maybe either be a shoulder to cry on or give some advice.
Yeah.
But if it's a person who keeps on it depends on the person. Like you said, it brings out different people bring out different things in you. Yeah. If it's a person that keeps on fucking up and making the same mistake over and over again, no threshold. But this is interesting. Like, you're asking me questions. This is cool. A conversation. I haven't really had a podcast like this. This is interesting.
Well, I don't.
What'd you say? So you said you're avoidant secure. Oh no, avoidant.
Anxious avoidant.
Anxious avoidant. So what is that?
I want to love you so deeply with everything that I have, but just as equal and just the same, I want to push you away. So I want to hold you close and push you away at the exact same time. So it's a mind fuck. Yeah, it's.
I love your language. It's great.
Yeah. But like I said, I've been doing so much work on myself in the last 4 years of being single, and the journey never ends. Like we're gonna have to go through this for the rest of our lives. But I'd like to think that I've done enough work that when I meet my next person, that you know what I've been learning about myself or life recently is he's controversial, but whatever. Jordan Peterson, he talks about not trying to avoid the hard things or the problems or the pain, not avoiding it, but drinking the poison. And my point to that is life doesn't get easier. We just get more resilient. And the traumas never go away. They just like sting less. You know what I mean? So hopefully with my next person, I would have done enough work where when he triggers me, I won't react like I did when I was 25 with my ex.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I haven't been able to practice it. I want someone to practice it on, and I haven't been able to.
Gotcha. Do you feel that because you're busy or just kind of haven't met the right person?
Being single?
Yeah.
I'm not the only one. I don't know. I don't know if it's a city thing, a country thing, or what, but I'm definitely not the only one who is in my position as a woman who is struggling in these streets with dating. I don't know if you know that or have heard that.
No, I've heard that.
Okay.
Especially women who are more independent. Women who are more independent, more successful, are more apt to find difficult to find a man to kind of slide into that role, because your energy is very alpha.
Is it?
Yeah. Your energy is very alpha.
It's only alpha it's not out of choice. It's alpha because I'm in my masculine because I've been in situations my whole life where I've had to. Like no man in my life has protected me to where I could let my guard down.
Gotcha.
And I'm talking about even brother, father, uncles. Like no male figure has ever protected me enough for me to take my masculine down. Because I don't want to be in my masculine. I actually want to be so soft and feminine. I want him to take the lead, and I don't want to. And that's so many women. All my girlfriends, a lot of them are in their masculine. But it's like a vicious cycle of this dating thing right now, because all of social media is teaching women to how to Esther Perel is like an amazing, oh no, there's this other woman, I forgot her name, but she's beautiful. There's everything on social media is teaching women how to be strong, how to get over a breakup, how to get through things, get past things. But there's not a lot of things on social media teaching people how to stick it through with your partner. Like everyone's teaching us how to get over pain, how to get over a breakup.
Yeah.
But like we need to be taught the old school way, like our parents. Like if you're in it, you're in it. You don't walk away. We're not walking away from this. We're in this for life.
I see.
We're not being taught that anymore.
Yeah. There's too many options and too many social media influencers to where you're like, oh man, this girl's like really hot, and then, or this guy is like really successful or whatever it is, and I want to be with him or I want to be with her. And
if it doesn't work,
do you use the dating apps at all?
I just got off it. I've been off it. It sounds like a drug. I've been off it for like a month now, and it feels good.
What's your app that you like?
I like Hinge a lot.
Hinge?
I tried Bumble. That's pretty much it. I like Hinge.
Hinge is cool because they have like prompts, and I feel that is the one where you kind of like get to know the person the most. Yeah, I feel like that's
if you
one
read
that people
it,
like.
I think some guys don't even read.
Yeah.
I've actually had more than one guy probably say it.
That he doesn't read the prompts?
No, every guy has said, and I think everyone does this, we look at the pictures first, and then we'll read it. But I've had guys ask me how old I was or where I lived when it's on my profile.
Do you engage with those guys? Like, do you entertain their conversations, even if they're like good looking?
Yeah, because I was attracted to them, and I would give them the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, they missed it. They probably didn't see it.
Okay.
But it's pretty much there.
Gotcha.
That's why I'm saying they don't read it. One guy thoroughly read it.
Yeah. Just have a few more minutes left.
Yeah.
So I guess my last question would be like and we didn't really even like kind of like get into like, but it's okay.
I'm telling you, it's because like when you and I catch up, it's like we can talk about so many things.
Yeah.
So many things.
You're an open book.
Yeah. And you are too.
Yeah.
You are too. And I feel like that's why I like talking to you, is because we can talk about like shit, like just talking shit.
Podcasts.
Or we can talk about deep shit, spiritual shit, you know, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why I think like when we start talking, like we just.
Yeah. It's a pretty easy conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. So man. Let's just continue with the dating kind of topic, because
Yeah.
it's very interesting. And for like women, this is like an important conversation. For men too, but the problems are
Yeah.
like different.
Thank you. I'm glad you are saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like as a woman, what kind of challenges do you find connecting with these folks, with these dudes? Are they, cause I've been on the dating apps, and some people you go on, second dates, third dates, and then start dating. Some people you go on one date and don't ever talk to them again.
Yeah.
So, what do you find is a challenge, or why are women struggling in the streets, so to speak, when it comes to dating? Because I feel that as true.
It is true. And like you said, the men and women have their own
What
issues.
What is it about men that they need to do better when it comes to connecting with the woman?
It's so simple. It's so simple. And you really have to, I'm going to say it. And then when I say it, whoever is listening, like really simmer on this statement, because it is very, very simple, is look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. That's what I would tell men when it comes to dating, and when they're, going out there looking for, I'd like to think that most of them will be looking for relationships. And if there was like an antidote, if I had a power and there was an antidote to what I think men could quote unquote fix, look in the mirror.
2 minutes. 2 minutes
minutes.
left. 2 minutes left. What do you mean by that?
That's
like
what I'm saying.
be self-aware. Like, okay, if I look in the fucking mirror, like
You have to simmer in that statement. Look in the mirror, as in, self-awareness for sure. But I'm not going to sit here as a woman. I'm not going to sit here as a woman and say that men are shit. I'm not going to be that woman. I have to take responsibility, look in the mirror, and say that when I go on a date with a guy and he's on a certain level, he's matching my level, my energy, my vibration is going to attract the level that I'm at. So I've been doing work on myself for the last 4 years. So on the next date that I go on, ideally he's on the level that I am because I've looked in the mirror. So there's a lot of women that say men are shit, men are trash, and some of them are,
for sure.
But your vibration and your level, you only attract where you are.
I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Look in the mirror.
Okay.
And
that's good advice.
if your life is a certain way, or if you're attracting certain men, what is it about you that you're attracting them?
That is a great segue, or not even a segue, but a statement. Look in the mirror and you'll attract what you are.
Exactly. Exactly. You attract what you are.
You attract what you are.
Not what you want.
Not what you want.
What
you attract
you fucking are.
what you are.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jasmin. I appreciate it.
Thank you.